Hey everyone, it's Kevin here, and I'm sitting by Bridge in Starbucks, and I'm sitting here with someone you might know or you might not, but you will soon. So I'm sitting here with singer-songwriter Kat McDowell, and she's in Osaka, so let's find out what she's doing here. Nice to meet you. And so what are you doing in Osaka?
Well, I am in Osaka playing a gig. There's a festival on this weekend in Osaka, and it's called Minami Wheel, or in Japanese, Minami Wheel. And it's a 3-day festival, and lots of indie bands and some not so indie bands. And it's like South by Southwest. I don't know if you've heard of South by Southwest.
Of course, yeah.
It's like the radio station in Osaka, FM 802, has put together this festival. They've just hired out all the live venues and bars, and they've just turned it into a huge 3-day festival. It's pretty cool.
Kat and I have been sitting here talking, having a coffee, and we've been talking about the use of YouTube and social networking in promoting oneself, one's career. And Kat, I was wondering, how have you been using YouTube? How do you use social networking to promote yourself as a performer here in Japan?
That is a good question. I started about a year ago, and I just started from my room. I thought, a lot of people probably see me, especially in Japan, will probably see me as someone who's quite far away because I look foreign and I probably look like some American pop star, and I'm not actually living in a tatami room, 5.5, what do you call it, tatami room, and live with my roommates and stuff, and I wanted to show people a little bit more of my homely side as such. So I decided to make my own videos, and I started about a year ago and just doing cover songs, and now recently I've started bringing my camera out too and taking videos of just trips and events and all sorts of things, and making my own music videos and putting them together. So I don't know how I use social networking and YouTube. Probably, I don't know, it's just more of a hobby. I like making videos, and I love sharing them with people, and the comments and the feedback that I get is so good. It keeps me going, and keeps me wanting to make these videos, knowing that people are watching them and getting to know about my music through YouTube.
Good, thanks. Okay, so Kat, I was wondering, obviously you've performed in New Zealand, you've performed in the UK, and here in Japan. So I was wondering, what are some of the kind of striking differences that you find when performing, say, a live show somewhere like New Zealand or the UK versus performing at a live show here in Japan?
In a way, the Japanese audiences are much quieter, and they're probably more respectful, but the venues are slightly different too. In New Zealand it was mostly in pubs, bars, where a lot of people are drinking alcohol, and it's noisy. It's a noisy environment, and so in that you're trying to fight either for their attention or you're just background music. It's either or. It's pretty hard, but in a way it was a good place to start for me. And then in Japan, it's a lot quieter. So even like huge foreign bands that come over, and are playing in stadiums, they have a hard time sometimes. They're kind of like, hey, you guys are so quiet, you're alright. But it's just that they're really listening and they're really kind of into it. But it's been my aim lately is to try and get them to a level where they're really relaxed enough and enjoying enjoying it enough to really kind of get excited. So hopefully that'll be my challenge today.
Okay, cool. Very quickly before we take off, Kat, could you maybe just tell me a little bit about your new CD? You've recently put out your solo CD, your first full CD, right? Which is out on Sony Music, I believe. Sony Music. Avex. Okay. Well, maybe you can tell me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've just released an album called Echoes Over the Ocean, and it's my first full album. So I've released a few singles and EPs and stuff up until then, but in August I released Echoes Over the Ocean, and it's mostly in Japanese, and it's songs inspired by ocean, by spiritual things, by reflections of New Zealand life, of Tokyo life, of all sorts of things. And it's an album that I've worked so hard on, spent 2 years working on it, and I want lots and lots of people to listen to it and hope that they'll like it. So yeah, please check it out. You can come to my YouTube channel and hear some of the songs on it, and there's also a link on my YouTube channel to the album and stuff as well, where you can get it from.
Okay, great. There will be a link to Kat's YouTube channel on my channel just over here, and there'll be info about her CD and where you can pick it up, where you can find it. So thanks, Kat, for talking to me today. Thanks a lot. BusanKevin, take care.